Let's talk about the verb to be in the simple present. The beautiful photograph was taken by Michael Wilson, and you can find it on the Arizona Highways website. It's of aspens in the Grand Canyon. Now, the verb to be is one of the most important verbs in the English language. We use it every day in every conversation. Let's talk about conjugation. We're going to conjugate the verb to be in the simple present tense. I'm going to read you sentences showing the conjugations. I am a teacher. You are a student. She is a parent. We are tired. You are students. They are happy. Let's look at some of the details here. I've highlighted the words teacher, student, parent, and students. That's because the verb to be often joins the subject with a noun, sometimes a pronoun, that renames the subjects. Let's go back. I have been renamed as a teacher. You are renamed as a student. She is renamed as a parent. And the plural you are renamed as students. Now notice, nouns are people, places, things, or ideas. Therefore, the words teacher, student, and parent are nouns because they are all people. Now look at these highlighted words. We are tired. They are happy. The verb to be also joins the subject with an adjective that describes or gives more information about the subject. Let's go back again. We are tired. Tired gives us more information about the subject, we. They are happy. Happy describes the people who we've identified as they. Person. Anyone who's ever studied a foreign language has heard the terms first person, second person, etc. Let's use that terminology. First person singular, I am. Second person singular, you are. Third person singular, she is. First person plural, we are. Second person plural, you are. Third person plural, they are. Now notice two things. First of all, I've highlighted the words third person singular. That's because in the present tense, as you learn more, you'll find out that the third person singular is the person that changes. The second thing I want you to notice is that in English, we don't have a formal second person plural. That's because we use the same pronoun, you, and the same verb, are, both when we're talking about second person singular and plural. But you can see from context that it's very clear when we're talking about a singular person, as in you are a student, versus more than one person, as in you are students. Names. Sometimes we get so caught up in using pronouns that we forget how to conjugate using names. Now notice we don't use names for I and you, but for the second person singular, we can substitute Maria for she, or Tom for he, or any other name to indicate third person singular. For first person plural, instead of we, I can clarify that I'm talking about Anna and I. For second person plural, instead of just you, I can note that I'm talking about you and Tom are students. And finally, for the third person plural, instead of using they, I can make clear that Jose and Amy are happy. Now, there are different types of sentences, and they have different formats. Affirmative sentences have the format subject plus be verb plus complete meaning. We've been using affirmative sentences so far in this presentation. Let's contrast that with negative sentences. Here, the format is subject plus be verb plus not plus complete meaning. I am not a teacher. You are not a student. She is not a parent. We are not tired. You are not students. They are not happy. Now, anybody who's ever heard English knows that we use contractions. The word contract means to shorten or bring together. So a contraction is a combination of two words. In English, we often shorten words by bringing them together and omitting, which means taking out, some letters. We show that letters are missing by using an apostrophe to replace the missing letters. Now notice we also use the word apostrophe to show possession, as in the car belongs to John. It is John's car. Sometimes people make a mistake using the apostrophe. We never use an apostrophe to make a word plural. It is wrong to say they are students and try to put an apostrophe there. Let's return to the verb to be. The first way we can contract negative sentences is to contract the subject and the verb to be. I'm not a teacher. You're not a student. She's not a parent. We're not tired. You're not students. They're not happy. We can also contract in a different way by contracting the verb to be with the word not. Now notice this option is not available for the first person singular. It just wouldn't sound right to try to contract amped, so we don't even try. You aren't a student. She isn't a parent. We aren't tired. You aren't students. They aren't happy. Now another kind of sentence is a question. The formal term is an interrogative sentence. Am I the teacher for this class? Are you a student in this class? Is she a parent? Are we tired of this movie? Are you new students? Are they happy? And notice I didn't specify the format, but you can figure it out. To use a question with a be verb, we begin with the be verb plus the subject, and then we finish with whatever makes the question complete. What we've done is we've flipped an affirmative sentence, which begins subject, be verb, complete meaning. With a question, we begin with be verb plus subject plus complete meaning. Now it's your turn to practice using the be verb. Thank you for listening.